Apologies for the rough audio in this video. I'll be working on that for the next one. Hey there, this is Cuddle Kobold, Devlog 2. I'm just doing a very quick video of what's been going on. Let's just really quickly covering a couple details. Obviously, COVID vaccine. I didn't get hit too hard by it. My partner did a little bit, so that took a couple days. I also got the new apartment set. I got a little overboard at first trying to build out a bigger thing, and then I realized I need to cut down to smaller steps. So I took one of the default rooms, tweaked it, added some details, swapped out some furniture. I also sorted out magic light probes, and the difference between the default light probes and this is remarkable. It does a very good job. There's like a couple quirks here. You can see this little leg doesn't. What it's doing is it's showing the outside void as terms of lighting, but that's like the quirk. And there's this weird yellowing on the ceiling. I think it's because of just a matter of how much it's trying to compress down the light map for Android devices. So I'll have to sort that out. But as a first start, it's really good. This was, once I read the instructions, this was pretty easy to set up. So we got this new default room. I went around, everything in here was originally set up with mesh colliders, which, you know, gives you very accurate collisions, but it is also incredibly taxing, especially on lower end hardware like the Quest or Quest 2. So I went through and used Easy Collider Editor, and I made a whole bunch of accurate colliders for everything. Let me grab my coffee cup for a good measurement. So obviously, I can hit my chair over there. Alright, let's get a little closer. Alright. So obviously that works, and obviously this works, but it's like also this little shelf down here works, and this table is an interesting one if you actually look at it. I really like the design. It's got these posts and everything, and this lower layer down here, and I wanted to make sure everything worked about as good as it could, so of course, this one's gonna be a little glitchy. Maybe you see how it fits in there nice? Yeah, I went through with a fine-tooth comb, and like this over here was originally a mesh collider, and it's not that much better because it's still got one here and one here, but it's got a cylinder collider for the middle. It's still very accurate. My favorite one is out here, this chair, and it's kind of pointless because you can't get to it right now, but extremely accurate colliders. Look at it roll down there. Would you like a seat, Kobold? Yes. One of my next priorities is actually to give her a better collider so she doesn't have such a hard time standing around. I'll let you back in, it's okay. Let's see. I've given some just quick rigid bodies and some weight. These are better weighted, but they still fly off. I have some ideas for how to avoid this, but like for right now, example, if I grab this book, yeah, each book looks off in the distance. Oh man, I nailed this in practice. But they have a better weight. I'm just gonna grab another one. Some of the objects in here are fixed. Some of them will move around. This TV, I should probably give that one more weight. Like this little speaker. These boxes. Sorry, I keep seeing my outline is throwing me off. And like I went through, like these were mesh colliders too, which is kind of silly. Literally two boxes. There's the laptop over here. Some of these props were from the previous setup, but I redid the colliders on them as well. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm talking a little quietly. Yeah. These two? No. That's a physical thing. Very quickly reevaluating where I put my VR space. Yeah, that's basically it. Next priorities are to fix her colliders, maybe add in a script to test out some of the ideas for swapping palettes. I'm probably not going to touch the layout too much for a while. There will eventually be more layout. I do eventually plan to build out the whole apartment. I put this here temporarily as kind of a gate. It's actually not a great idea because it's transparent, and transparency plus low NVR hard rate equals extra draw calls. They don't like it, but I kind of didn't want to just put you a hard door here too, so we'll figure that out. But you can just peek through, and here's some just template stuff for now. I just took off a couple details, but even then, I still went ahead and added colliders to everything. So we got this. See, we can actually go over here. I don't think I can do it. Yeah. All right. I'm going to call it up there. Thank you for following my Patreon, especially my wonderful backers, which I'm going to have to dub in post because I actually was an idiot and forgot to look them up beforehand. But here they are now. Sofox, Silverwind93, Commander D, Gart, Dash Winterson, 3 Kobolds in a Trenchcoat, Dark Dekumon, A Kitty, and Jeffrey Perigo. Alright. Thank you so much for following me. Got a big kobold in for the cool. There you go, dear. How do they down? Yeah, we'll work on that. Alright. Take care, all.